Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I'm going to be trying out the Tarte Sunrise Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Palette. And this is one of the products from my Boxycharm Premium box from last month, the Tarte Takeover box. And this palette has had some great reviews and feedback that I've heard so far. It retails for $30, but it does look like it's Boxycharm exclusive, and I haven't tried out Tarte eyeshadows in a while, but the eyeshadows that I tried out in the past were not the best formulas, but I've heard that this one is better. Ooh, cute packaging here. Oh, love that it has the huge mirror on the back here, and some really nice neutral shades. This definitely appeals to my comfort zone. I love that there's a good mix of mattes and shimmers and neutrals that range from very light to dark. So first things first, let's do some swatches. Pretty metallic. Ooh. This looks like a nice crease shade. Ooh, some rosy colors. They definitely seem nicely pigmented. Wow. My gosh, these are swatching really nice. The mattes, the sparkles, the metallic, all very pigmented and very smooth pigmented swatches. I also want to swatch this one to see if it's light enough for a highlight. In the pan, it doesn't look light enough for a highlight, but wow. It actually swatches so much different, so much lighter, like a champagne color. I think that could be a highlight. Wow. So here are those swatches. Next step is for me to apply eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I'm just going to blend this all over the eyelid, lash line to brow bone. And it's funny because the other Tarte eyeshadow palette that I have is actually the palette that I test out eyeshadow primers with, because it makes such a difference in how those shades perform with and without a primer. They're not great formula, so it's very funny, and I'm interested to see if this will make a big difference with these shades as well. So first, I am going to pick up the lightest matte shade here on a fluffy brush. This is called Adore, and I love when palettes have a light matte shade like this to set and prep the lid. I feel like this is going on pretty sheer, but for this purpose, that's totally fine. I don't feel like it showed up very pigmented at all on either of the eyes. Next, I'm going to pick up the shade Brilliant to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. And I just like to apply my highlight with my finger. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect highlight shade. It looks almost like a medium brown in the pan, but when it's applied, I will say this one isn't quite as pigmented and smooth, but when it's applied, it has such a beautiful champagne shade reflection. Oh, I really like that. That is the perfect color, perfect amount of glow for this highlight area. Yeah, it just feels a little bit dry, I guess I'd say, but it works. I feel like I might have to pick up a little bit more than I would be used to, layer it up a bit, but the end result is a really perfect highlighter. Next, I'm going to move on to the shade Enchanting to be this crease transition shade. And this will blend on top of that highlighter a little bit, so then it's blended into the perfect shape. This one is not showing up extremely pigmented, but once again, for this purpose, I'm okay with it being more sheared out and diffused. It's all right. I feel like it did show up a little bit more pigmented on the eye with the primer, and it barely showed up pigmented, so now on this eye without the primer, it feels like it's just disappearing as I'm blending it, so I'm really trying to pick up a lot. So that didn't do too much to the look, so I'm going to pick up this shade here called Delight, a darker matte brown, and I'm going to try and focus this into the crease to try and build up some more contour dimension, depth in this area, and this shade actually seems to be doing a really nice job of that. It's maybe not quite as pigmented as it looks in the pan here, but it is able to create that depth, which looks really good. This eye look that I'm doing right now, these steps are my go-to steps for most eyeshadow looks that I do, and I'm so glad that I have every shade in here that I need for each step. I will say it's blending out nice and smooth, even if it's not super pigmented. They're all blending out smooth, not patchy, which is good. Yeah, we're getting some more dimension happening now. Really able to play up with the eye shape from the highlight to the crease shades. I'm going to play with the eye shape even more by picking up this darkest brown shade called Charming and just putting this into that outer V. And this is plenty pigmented and dark enough for this purpose. I don't even need to pick up much and just diffuse it a little bit. I love how all of these shades are looking together. This shade is perfect for this purpose. Kind of lifting the eye a bit. And it is just going on so smooth. So I barely need to blend it to get it to diffuse out into that effect that I'm looking for. Once again, I think I am seeing a little bit more pigment on the eye with the primer, so I am picking up a little bit more to get this side to look as dark. So I definitely think you need a primer with these Tarte eyeshadows as well. But I'm really happy with how this look is coming together. And then next, I like to pick up a shimmery shade. I'm going to go for, let's go for this one called Vivid, to apply to the rest of the eyelid. Ooh, perfect shade for this. It's like a light copper shade with really pretty reflective bright shine, metallic finish. That pulls the whole look together so beautifully. This is a nice kind of bridal makeup look as well, bridal eyeshadow look. I think this shade is looking pretty much the same with and without the primer, just as bright, reflective, pigmented. Wow, yeah, I am loving this finished look here. Well, not quite finished. I do want to bring the other shimmery shade along the lower lash line. So now picking up this shade called Icon. And using this as my eyeliner. And ooh, this looks so pretty because it's very shiny, sparkly, reflective. I love a sparkle brown on the lower lash line. And it's light, so it helps keep the eye look open. So pretty. This palette with the mirror too, which is awesome, would be such a great travel palette because it has every shade I need for this go-to eyeshadow look, and even just the very simple daytime looks of just a crease shade, a little off-white all over the lid. It really does have like everything I would need for eyeshadow looks while traveling. Oh, this is just so beautiful and flattering for the eyes. I love it. I feel like this color combination just worked out so perfectly If you have this palette, I really recommend applying the shades this way because I think it would look so beautiful and flattering on all eye shapes. And it was easy to do. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the formulas. They're easy to blend, they look smooth. So definitely a great palette to have in my collection that I will be able to get a lot of use out of. And then just to show you, once again, the finished look. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.